Hello everyone and welcome to Yoga for Musicians. I'm Lena Skomedal, or in this case, Yoga Lena. And wow, 5 years of Yoga for Musicians. So I wanted to celebrate and I wanted to invite you all to this session and also to get this recording. And I was thinking today of giving you something that really suits everyone. So it will be more like practice room style yoga. It's summer holiday for many of you, and you might travel a lot and be in different places. And then it's perfect to use this session because it's only standing positions. And yeah, it's good before playing, during playing, or after playing. So everything you do for warm up is also good for a quicker restitution. So, yeah, that's kind of what you can expect. And of course, listen to your body. If you have somehow some injury or something doesn't feel well, then of course, don't do it. And make sure that you breathe. But if I say like breathe in, breathe out, and you're just like, oh, it's first time for me, and you get confused with the breathing, just make sure you breathe and you will be fine. Yeah, so feel free. And also if you're one of my people that's been with me for 5 years, this will be some repetition for you. And feel free to shine and put in something extra or do whatever you want. But we will do half an hour session, and you will get, all of you will get the recording so you can use this again and again. And yeah, let's start. I think I might take this hat off. I can put it back later. And when I started with Yoga for Musicians, it was because I realized how much benefits it gave me also in my playing, and before concerts, how to ground or energize or whatever I needed. And then I just felt that I need to share this because it's so easy, and sometimes you can do very little and still get a huge effect. So that's why I share this, and I try to put more like, I don't know, openness and warm into our music world, because it's so much like performances, it's so much pressure, it's so much injuries and pain, and I kind of want every musician to feel more free and to move a bit more, to rest a bit more, and yeah, just have more fun. So that's why I do this. And let's start with a standing grounding session, because this one you can do in whatever clothes and whatever space. So start hip distance apart, and I have yoga clothes, but that's just so you can see better what I actually do. So I start hip distance, and then I try to let my feet kind of pull the floor or the mat or the sand, grass, shoes, whatever is under your feet at the moment. Just try to kind of pull them up. And then do the opposite, broaden out. So really broaden out your feet, like you want to put a print in whatever ground is under your feet now. So really ground down. Then soft knees, and try to find the length up through the spine. Chin a little bit in so you get a really nice and long neck. And then just breathe. Maybe you need to roll your shoulders one time to find them in this kind of nice, more relaxed position. So we try to create that length and that nice position, but still a bit relaxed, but active. So like an active rest. And then just close your mouth. So you breathe always with your nose, unless I say something else. Relax your face, your jaw, and close your eyes. So now feel how your roots, your feet are making these prints down, your soft knees, you have contact all the way up through the body. And from here, start noticing your breath without trying to fix anything or judge anything, just observe. So notice your breath in and out through the nose. And where is it at the moment? Is it deep down, more on the back, back side. Maybe it's really high up if it's been stressful lately. So just notice. And then let your next inhale go to the front side. So try to expand, like lift your heart with your inhale. So create space on the front side. And exhale, just relax. Do it one more time. So inhale, open up, free on the front side. Exhale, relax. And then put the breath on the back side. So see if you can expand more on the back side. And then exhale, release, and do it again. So inhale, expand on the back side of the body. Let the breathing take place there. I'm trying to fix my lights here. Technicians are on some home duty. That was just a joke. I have no technicians. I do everything myself. Okay, now to the side. So see if you can kind of broaden more to the side in your next inhale. And exhale, relax, and do it one more time. So we're connecting with all the sides of the lungs. And in your next inhale, imagine that you're just free around. There are no ribs. It's like a balloon that can be as big as you want. So this kind of free breathing all the way. We're still kind of in the upper body. So really expand in all directions. And exhale. And do it one more time. And now see if you can relax your belly. And then breathe all the way down to your hips. So now you want to kind of expand your belly down. And also there 2 times. And if you need more today, then you do more times. So really fill up your belly, down to the hips, and relax. And next inhale, make it go all the way down to your roots, to your prints, so all the way down to your feet. So like a wave through the body. And then out is just like you kind of hugging yourself, like things just like go together like this. So keep going, a couple of breaths more. Like this, all the way down to your feet, ground down, make your footprints, and then relax, like your breathing is like hugging yourself. And then one more time. And then softly open your eyes, and hello. So this is some kind of just standing grounding position that you can really do anywhere. And it's really connecting you with the body and with the breathing, make you more present, focused, and ready for whatever you want to do. And from here, there is no yoga session with me without the yoga lens wipes. And many of you know this from before, hip distance apart. And what I do in my inhale is that I round the back, separate the shoulder blades, I cross my arms as close to the body as possible, and all the way up, try to create length here, elevate the shoulders, and then I exhale and open up my heart, and use the dynamics here, because this was like a fortissimo, full expression, but you can always do a nice pianissimo, but be present in it and really make it count if you do it more gentle. So just listen to your body, feel what you feel. Some of you are in like New Zealand and Australia, and it might be very late in the evening for you. For us, it's morning. But no matter when you do this, just listen to your body. So let's do 5 of this together. So inhale through the nose, and it's like taking off a layer. And it was so warm this night, so I almost didn't sleep. So this is perfect. I just imagine taking off a layer of tiredness, creating space, ribs away from the hips, creating length, and then just exhale, keep your heart lifted. You're waking up, taking off another layer, maybe of stiffness or something frustration, something that happened that you just don't want to carry around. So every time I do this, I kind of visualize that it's another layer of something, and I just like throw it away. So let's do 2 more. So inhale all the way up, creating space, make it as big as possible if you want, or go for the pianissimo. And the last one, so really round the back, separate your shoulder blades. Inhale, long, long, long inhale all the way up. Exhale and release down. Let's do the opposite. So now it's circles instead. So next inhale, you come out with the arms. Make as big circle as possible and reach for the ceiling. And here, I like to kind of do a little bit of a back bend here and look for my hands. If that is too much for your neck, back somehow, just keep your arms a bit more forward and you don't have to look for them. Hands together, down in front of your heart. And together with the breathing, it's inhale all the way up and still ground down your feet, but lift up, feel that freedom in your upper body. Exhale, hands together, down in front of your heart. Keep going. And imagine some dream up there, just grab it, bring it down to your heart. And follow your own pace. So follow your breathing all the way up, create length, create space, and down in front of your heart. And just relax. So it's so, for all of us that play instruments, it's so important to keep sometimes the arms a little bit above the head, use the shoulder in all kind of direction, not just one position. So that's why it's so nice with the swipes and the circles and things like that. And for the wind players, this also makes the blood circulation going, which will also help your face. So as I said before, good for warm up or during your practice or after to make the restitution go faster, because we need this exchange. So that's why we want the blood to really flow. And actually, when we do all these things, when we like elevate up and try to create length, create space, actually, I was 157 centimeters, now I'm 161, and I have not grown. So this is from creating space in my body and a better position. I used to be a bit more like this, but now I have a better position, which makes me taller and also then create a bit more space so I can really use my breathing capacity more. And even if you're not a wind player, we're like, I think it's like 71 players or something, but it's also basically all other instruments. So even if you're not a wind player, breathing is super important because you're a human. Yes, and let's do something for the sides as well. Also very important for the breathing. So another circle, inhale, create this big, big circle, elevate the shoulders, lengthen the spine, and then take your left arm, grab around your right arm, reach for the ceiling or the sky or whatever is above you. And when you have created this extreme length on the right side, then tip over. Rest your head down, so you relax your neck. So rest your head down on your upper arm. And here, equally balanced on both legs, still soft knees, and make your footprints. And now, see if you can relax as much as possible in your shoulders, in your hand. Notice if you're grabbing like hard, or if you can do it a bit more gentle. Now breathe in and out through the nose. Relax your face, your jaw, and just feel how all the blood is disappearing from your arm. And then let's take one more big inhale through the nose. And this time, exhale through the mouth. Release, come all the way down and take a moment to feel that sensation of all this fresh new blood coming into your arm, your fingers. And let's do the other side. So inhale, big circle, reach for the ceiling, the sky. And then grab around with your right arm, grab around your left, create that length, and then tip over, rest your head down. So going like super deep here is not so interesting. We're going for the length. So what happens here when you then just stay here, relax and breathe, equally balanced, soft knees, then you also stretch this side of the lung. You create space to make it more soft. So imagine that you're kind of melting the area around the lung to make it breathe more free. And let's take one more breath on this side. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and just release down and feel that sensation. Let's do one swipe just to kind of, get the blow back. So one swipe all the way up and exhale, release. So now we did the swipes where we go to create space on the back side, on the front side. Now we did the sides, and let's do the brass room sun salutations to get a little bit warm. It's very warm here already, but to get a bit more warmed up from inside out in the body. And I know we have some harp players here, but for most people, your feet is not so much used, especially if you play orchestra, but if you, of course, stand up playing. But don't worry, because your legs are so strong, so you can use them to really get grounded before anything you do. So start hip distance apart, and the first part you know already, because that's the swipe. So next inhale, swipe up, create that length, that space. And here, roll in your chin and all the way down to your kind of forward fold. And it doesn't matter how it looks. It can look something like this. You can bend your legs, you can stretch, you can do whatever feels like a forward flow in your body. So come to your forward fold and just breathe in and out through the nose. And from here, lean over in your left foot, bring your right foot a step back. Maybe a little one, maybe a bigger one, depending on your clothes and your body. From here, another swipe all the way up. Big inhale and land down here. Here I bend my knee, I have it in the same direction as the toes. I stretch my back leg, lift the heel, and I'm on like a rail track. If you're too narrow here, it's very hard with the balance. So just come broader. You can hold in a chair, in a wall, in a friend. And from here, bring your hands up and bring them back. For some of you, this is enough. Just open up your heart here, or interlace your fingers behind you, roll back your shoulders, and lift your heart. For me today, so I go with the dolce. So find your variation. And now push down your feet. Make this footprint again to feel that strength down, that makes you lift up, that makes your upper body feel free. Next, inhale through the nose, power. Arms up, and then exhale through the mouth. And at the same time, go to a forward fold. And from here, bend your legs, inhale all the way up with the swipe. And exhale down. Let's do the other side as well. So inhale, swipe. Exhale, roll down to a forward fold. Lean over your right foot, step back with your left, adjust it as you need, then inhale with a swipe all the way up. And I promise this is basically the most physical thing we do today. So we just keep it simple and useful. So really feel the energy down here. And at the same time, you feel the energy lifting up. Bring your hands up again, create length, space, keep that length and space when you go back here or back here. So pick your choice. And we do have so many choices in life. And sometimes we forget that most things we can actually choose. So keep doing great choices for you that suits you in the moment. Okay, ready for power. Inhale, power up, exhale. To your forward fold, release, and then inhale all the way up with a swipe. And let's do one more on each side, but also add a rotation. Next, inhale, swipe up. And now, think molto legato. So it's all like melting together. Come down to your forward fold, lean over left, big step back, right foot. Inhale up with the swipe. Exhale down. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, right arm goes forward, left hand goes backwards. So really see if you can find the length in the inhale, length to the spine, to the neck, through the neck. The head goes towards the ceiling or the sky. And then on the exhale, you can see if you want to deepen or just keep it wherever you want. And use that back shoulder to actively try to look for the front shoulder. And breathe, inhale, length, exhale, deepen. Feel your strong legs, create that freedom in your upper body through your legs. Next, inhale, swipe up, power, exhale, release. And then inhale all the way up with a swipe, leg, and directly down now. So just roll down, lean over and right foot, step back left, inhale, swipe up, exhale, land down, find your position here. Next, inhale, arms up, rotate left arm forward, right arm backwards. Use this shoulder to really actively go after the front one, but the front one is just disappearing or leaving. Okay, use your legs, make your footprints, and at the same time, that lift. So inhale, length, exhale, deepen, and just feel your body. Stretch that back leg. Can you lift more? Can you find something comfortable in this, maybe for someone, a little bit uncomfortable position? Next, inhale, power up. Exhale, release. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, land. And let's do a breathing exercise. Okay, so next inhale, you will bring your arms out. Inhale through the nose, and then again, inhale through the nose. So 2 times inhale through the nose, and then exhale all the air out at the same time as you're doing a forward fold, because then you really squeeze out that last air. And then inhale all the way up with a swipe and down. Let's do that 6 times together. So inhale, inhale, and then exhale. So your kind of forward fold. Inhale all the way up with a swipe. Reach for the ceiling, open and land. Let's do it again. This is to get in extra much oxygen. And release. Inhale through the nose all the way up. And exhale through the nose whenever your exhale is coming. That was the 2nd time. Then 3rd time. And this is actually not so much yoga. It's more from brain science. So this is the same thing as happens if you cry and you do this because the body needs oxygen. So if you feel stressed and feel like the breathing is too high up, this is a great breathing exercise to get in more air, to calm yourself down, and also to cleanse. So let's do it 3 more times. Inhale, inhale, exhale. And I know that some of you have used this before performances and really likes it and feel that you're getting more calm and more focused and ready. And then 5th time. All the way up. And actually, to make this really work, you need to do it 6 times. So we have 1 more time left and really make that count. So, and inhale all the way up. So now we're filled up with a lot of oxygen, but for the body to be able to use the oxygen, now the oxygen is floating around in your blood, and you need the CO2 to actually grab the oxygen, bring it out from the veins and in to your body. So you need also the CO2. So sometimes if these levels are not balanced, it can feel strange with your breathing. So let's do a breathing exercise to actually increase your tolerance of the CO2 level. Some of you have done this with me before, and for some of you, this is new. We're going to do it 3 times. What we do is that we take a normal inhale and then exhale all air out. It can be through the mouth, through the nose, whatever. Just out, 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 out. When you're totally empty of air, then you hold your breath. So really empty, 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 hold your breath, and then do some squats to really squeeze out that last little air. And whenever you need, then you just like, oh, take a big inhale and pause. Now let's do that again. So take a normal inhale, then exhale all your air out. Hold. And if you emptied really well, then you might be able to do like 4, 5, 3 squats. If you're going with your squats like 15 times, then you can do a bigger exhale next time. So this is the last time. I know this one might be a bit uncomfortable, but it's very useful. So normal inhale, then exhale. Out, 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 out. Hold. Squats. And breathe and relax and just feel your pulse. And like you can hear in my voice, it's like you've been for a run. And you kind of have, because this is the same kind of effect. You exhale, but then you kind of extend the exhale, because we always have air left. And then you extend that by really squeezing out the last oxygen by doing some squats, or you can do whatever, burpees, or yeah. And then you take this big inhale. And now we'll learn the body to kind of increase that tolerance of the CO2. So you can have the CO2 level a bit higher. Then you can also get more use of your oxygen. It means that you get in better shape. This is what they kind of measure on like sportsmen to see if they're in really good shape. So if you not have time for a run or don't want to run, this might be a good option. And of course, these breathing exercises, like any other practice, it's a practice. So you need to do it several times a week to really get the big effect. But the cool thing with this, the last one, is that it's also connected to the midbrain, which is connected to your vision, to your hearing. So you will probably now feel that you're just like, yeah, you see more clear, you're more ready for playing ensemble or whatever. And it also has to do with the flexibility of the body. So if you do a lot of yoga and you kind of, oh, I want that last bit, you know, then you can do this exercise, just stop and do this exercise. And I promise you, you will have maybe like up to 30% more flexibility after doing this. It's really cool. I tried it so many times. So these 2 breathing exercises to get in a lot of oxygen, but also to increase that level of CO2 is extremely useful for musicians and of course also for wind players. And I feel when I learn my body to do this, I feel like when the fermata goes on forever and ever and ever, and I feel like I have no air left, then I know I have, and I feel like, I could have done some squats now. So it's really, really helpful also kind of mentally, because you learn the body that this is not dangerous to be like empty of air. So let's move on. Another thing that we will do now in 4 steps, make sure you stop on whatever step that feels good for you. So this is balancing to get quick out of your head down into your body. So if you feel like unfocused or stressed or whatever, this is perfect. So ground down your right foot, make your footprint again, lean over, make sure to activate the leg, kind of find your midline so you feel stable. So you can do whatever you want with this other leg. So first step, lift it off 1 centimeter, and then you can close your eyes and you will feel like, whoa, okay, right leg, you're working out there to find the balance. Okay, next step, open your eyes, will be to grab the outside of the knee, and bring it up here. Next step is to put the hand here. Squeeze the hand and knee together. Or next step, if you have the flexibility, open up out like here. So find your variation and inhale length, exhale, rotate. So find your variation that suits you in this moment. And if you want more here, you can always close your eyes. Ooh, that is very hard. Okay, and then molto gracioso, all the way back, land down, shake it out. Other side, so left side, make your footprint, and then activate, find your midline, and pick your choice. Either 1 centimeter off, you can even hold on to something, and then close your eyes and feel that kind of wobbly left foot that's trying to find the balance, or bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee, or make it a bit harder, push, or full flexibility, open up here, and then you rotate. I'm so tired today, so I stay with this. When you slept less or bad or whatever, then your balance will suffer from that. But that's okay, just like you see, you don't have to, like nothing is better or worse alternative. It's just whatever is right for you in the moment. And that might be different from side to side, from day to day. Come down, shake it off. And I promise you, when you're in these balancing poses, you will just think about how to balance your body and you get down into your body. And that's where we want to be when we play. We want to be grounded in the body, feel free, and don't think, just breathe music, right? And let's do a little boost as well. Sometimes in yoga we do warrior positions, and that's great, but it might be hard to remember since it's very many of you that are totally new to this. So just take a bit of a broader step, and then you just sit down up here. So now, again, footprints down, then you open up in your hips, sinking deep down, and keep your heart open. Just open up here, or you can interlace your fingers behind. You can just like, whey, power pose, or whatever. The thing that happens when we expose our heart and throat is that we boost the testosterone in the body, and also when we open up in the hips. So now you're boosting the testosterone to be more mentally ready for whatever. So you kind of just like, yeah, bring it on. And that's how you want to feel before a performance. So this is energizing, it's uplifting, and you just like, use your strong legs, make your footprints, and feel free in the upper body. So just take a couple more breaths here. Relax your face, your jaw. And then just come up, shake it out. And of course you can do it as like deep and hard as you want, but just before a concert, don't overdo it. You will still get the effect, I promise. And from here, now we have boosted, we have wake up the body, make space, everything like that. Now let's do a forward fold that we stay a little bit longer in, like a relaxation, to actually just close down and calm down. So it can look whatever. I like sometimes to bend my legs a lot so I can kind of rest my belly on my legs. If this somehow is too much for your backside, just find your kind of variation. Here I grab the opposite elbow, so I get like a weight down. Make sure to shake your head a little bit, yes and no, so you make sure that your head and neck is really, really relaxed. And still, make your footprints down. And just breathe, relax your face. And this is both a natural facelift when you get all this blood into your head, but it's also very calming if you stay here for about 2 minutes or more.
If you have a very high blood pressure, this is maybe not so good for you, then step out of the pose. Otherwise, just go with me and stay here. And then after these 2 minutes, then you will be in your parasympathetic part of the nervous system, more of the rest and digest. So that's where you want to be most of the time. So this is calming, but also a very relaxing and nice position for your upper back and for your shoulders. And if you're a wind player, this means new fresh blood to your face. So do this in the intermission if you have the possibility, and this will make your restitution go faster. It's also very nice after concerts, and I have no idea what 2 minutes are, but let's say that this was 2 minutes, and then release your arms, bend your legs, and really push down your footprints now. So make your footprints while you also roll up all the way. Let's do also a swan. And reach for the ceiling and land down. And there is so much more, but I said half an hour, it's already a little bit more than half an hour, but this is something to start with. And I could go on for a month. There is so much we could do. And also, of course, mat work. I do everything from extremely relaxed to extremely physical sessions. So it could be anything in between that. But I hope that this is useful for very many of you. And I think that it's always good to set an intention. I forgot to say that in the beginning, but let's do it now. So just stand in your position, close your eyes. Maybe feel the difference from when you started. Maybe you're warmer, have more energy, feel more awake, or something totally different. That is totally okay. And then pick one thing from this session that you're going to start with, that you're going to put into your daily practice. So what was like resonating mostly in you? And then start with that, and then you can add more, because you will get the recording, so you will have it to use again and again. So start with something small, and then you just leave this session, and you think about your next step of this day, if it's practice or just go to the beach or meet a friend or whatever, maybe sleep, I don't know, but then you might be a bit more awake, then do some more forward folds first. But otherwise, just set your intention. What is your purpose with your practice session today? Or whatever you're going into. Who do you want to be? What kind of energy do you want to give? So pick one word or one sentence that will be your intention of the next step of the day. And if you do this between everything you do, you kind of check out, bring something with you, check out, and then you just like land in the middle and what is the next thing? And then you set your intention. Then you will feel more present in everything you do. You will feel less stressed, and things will be more fun, and your performance will be better when you're totally gathered and there and focused. So check out and check in. And put your hands together in front of your beautiful heart, and remember that everything you need is already there. All the love, the strength, the courage, all the answers. You just have to stop and listen and feel and take off the layers and just dare to be more you. Just bring it out. It's always enough. It's always enough. So in the end of a yoga session, we say namaste, which means that I see the light in you and you see the light in me, that we all inspire each other. So I say namaste. And the world is so, sorry my language, fucked up at the moment. So please help me. Spread love, be kind, and let's just make it a better world with everything small we can do. And
what we can't affect, but really, please spread more love and remember that the other musicians, it's your colleagues. It's not a competition. I know it's auditions and stuff, but I mean, it's still your colleagues. So please be colleagues out there and spread love and move when you need it, take pauses when you need it. And I hope with my Instagram and with my Yoga for Musicians, this is what I try to inspire you to do. And I hope you can feel it. And I hope that you can also pass that on. Please learn this to others as well, of course. And I do have a little celebration today, but it's too early in the morning and I'm so tired. So I have cheated with this non-alcohol kind of cider thing, but I will pull myself a little glass for these 5 years. And thank you for joining in and be a part of this Yoga for Musicians, which has been going on now for 5 years. And some of you, like I said, is totally new to this. And some of you have been with me from the first beginning. But big cheers to you and to the Yoga for Musician kind of community, or what to call it. I don't know, but I'm so honored and proud and happy and thankful and all that, that you wanted to spend your time with me, with sessions or workshops or whatever. And I hope it's useful and that it makes you a little bit more free and calm musician, and that everything is a little bit more fun. And cheers to you and to Yoga for Musicians. And to celebrate a little bit more, if you want personal session, of course I cannot do all sessions free because it has to be sustainable in all kind of ways. But if you want personal sessions, go to my website. In the event calendar, lowest down is the personal sessions. And if you use the code CELEBRATE with big letters, it's a great discount on all these kind of packages, also the already discounted packages. But the code doesn't, it's only 10 of the codes. So be quick if you want to use that. And otherwise, write to me if you feel that, oh, I really need this, but I don't have money. Of course, I cannot give free lessons to everyone, but if maybe you can help me somehow to spread out the info, or maybe you can knit me a sweater, I don't know, or babysit or whatever. So make sure to stay in contact. If you feel that, oh, this is really what I need, we will find a solution that fits you, I promise. So from me to you, cheers and thank you and good luck with everything. And I hope to meet you out there soon. And I could, as usual, stay here and talk forever. But now I will make you possible to unmute. And I will turn off the recording. So bye, the recording people. Stop.